Hello YouTube, it's Nick Nolan again, and today I'm reviewing the comic book series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by the what are they called? IDW Comic Book Publishing. Now, I know what a lot of people are going to be saying. Oh my gosh, the Ninja Turtles are a comic book? Yeah. Oh yeah, well the Ninja Turtles started off as a comic book. I know a lot of people who watch the 1980s cartoon are like, what? The Ninja Turtles are comic book characters? And the answer is yes. The Ninja Turtles was started off as comic book characters, and that's my favorite form of them. That's where I think they belong. Now, if you want to hear me rant about that some more, check out my personal channel, Nick Nolan, and I'll talk about why I'm not a big fan of the 1980s Ninja Turtles. Now, let me move on to reviewing the new comic books. Now, recently Nickelodeon purchased the Ninja Turtles franchise, and they gave IDW the permission to write the new Ninja Turtle comic books. And I gotta say, I am happy they did. The IDW Ninja Turtles are amazing. Like, they capture a lot of the essence from the original Ninja Turtles while mixing in new elements that I just really love. Now, I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan. I just love them to death. Like, I grew up watching the 2003 series, and here recently when I found out there was comic books myself, I began reading them and I just fell in love. They are really amazing, and I say that anybody who's a Ninja Turtle fan should read them. And they just bring the characters that everybody knows and loves from the old shows and the old comic books back in a new form, and a different age. I'd say Casey and April O'Neil are different ages in this. Like, they're college aged when normally they're either adults. And the turtles themselves, there's a more interesting backstory to that, I believe. Like, I believe it's a very interesting backstory, and villain wise. And the villains, they got the Shredder still. Krang, yes, Krang is in it, and he's pretty awesome in this. He's better than the 1980s show. Old Hob, he's a villain you'll be introduced to. There's a lot. They even bring in characters that were originally just created for the 1980s Ninja Turtle show, and I really enjoyed that. They mixed Krang in with the universe very well, not making him his own weird creature like they did in the 1980s. They made him part of the original Ninja Turtles lore as one of the Utroms. And if you don't know what an Utrom is, I'll talk about it in my other video. Now, the series is going on for a while, and I just feel like people haven't been given as much credit as they should. I got so many volumes of it right here that I've read. I'm almost current. I've missed out on a lot of issues because I haven't been able to buy any, because I live in Kansas in a very small town, and it's hard to get your hands on it when it first comes out. So you gotta wait for the volumes of the graphic novels to come out and purchase it. Here's volume 1, Change is Constant. Volume 2, Enemies Old, Enemies New. Volume 3, Shadows of the Past. Come on. Volume 4, Sins of the Father. That's used in a lot of stuff. And Volume 5, Krang Wars. And the new volume that's just coming out is City Wars Part 1, I think is what it is. Oh, and yeah, and the micro series. Those are wonderful reads. Suggest them highly. They go with the story. They're a wonderful series. I suggest you read them if you love Ninja Turtles, and even if you just want to read a good comic book. They have a great comic book story. Yeah. Well, there goes my review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books, IDW series. I'm the end of Jen. See you later.